Hello guys, today in this video you're gonna see how we repair a PlayStation 5, the failure, the famous HDMI. We're gonna disassemble this PlayStation 5. Remember to always organize the screws on them so you know where every single screw goes. It's really important because you can cause a lot of damage while not doing it. Remove the warranty sticker. You're not gonna need it no more because you're not gonna have a warranty on it. As you can see on the metal plate, we organize every single screw. On the order we take it out. Remove the plastic and make sure you remove the flex how they supposed to, because they can cause a lot of trouble to you. And here we're removing the antennas. There's two flexes on the edge. We're gonna take them out later on. There's a million screws in this device. This ones don't matter the order. Just make sure you know where they go. And there's certain holes that don't have screws. They have a line marking them, so you're gonna see them if you pay attention to this. Once we take all the screws out, you're gonna see what's under it. There's two screws holding the motherboard. Make sure you take them out. And there's this flex. Be careful with it. You can pull it out and make your repair hard. Everything seems good with the liquid metal. So let's go straight to the repair. Yeah, this is the broken HDMI, as you can see, and this one is really pushed back. So you're gonna see here, we're gonna put some regular solder on this joints to lower the melting temperature of the regular ones. As you can see here, the plastic is really pushed back, so I don't wanna force it out. I don't wanna force it in too much. So I put some solder on it to make sure it goes under it and it doesn't rip the pads. You gotta make sure you don't rip the pads in this case. Now we're gonna clean the solder. We're gonna mix our solder with the solder that is already in the PlayStation 5, so we can make it easier to remove the solder in this case. It was really hard to remove it on this one. We use a copper braid to do it. Came from the other side too, with some hot air. Remember, these services are available through us. You can Google us as Fixfy and send us an email. For a quote, of course. Our prices are reasonable. So here we clean the pads. measure the port, make sure everything's straight. Clean, always clean. Make sure the job is as clean as it can be. Always put a lot of flux on it. Here we got a joint, we gotta clean that, make sure everything's perfect. So the flux does the job here. If you don't use flux on this job, it's gonna be a nightmare. There you go. We put some on it, but we're good. Once it melts, we make sure we put the port, align it, and press it down. And then we test if it's solid. I like to go over him after I do the job with the solder pen just to make sure everything is perfect. I like to put a little bit more of solder so it gets fully solid. We gotta make sure we check it. And there's nothing connecting together by solder. Once that's done, we clean, triple check 4 or 5 times, don't matter. Here we check with the multimeter. Because none of the legs are supposed to be connecting. None of them. At any time, it shouldn't be connected. Those two, as you can clearly see, they are connected. So we make sure to test them all the rest of them. But once we test it, we gotta go back and fix that joint over there. See? You can clearly see the joint over there. But then we come with the solder iron, clean. With a little tap, it should be more than enough. There you go. That's perfect. Now we test, and as you can see, nothing connecting. That's how your job is supposed to be done. Make sure it gets tested before it's sent out to the customer. We make sure we do a nice job so you can have a nice quality job. We check as many times as we can so you get a prime product. Give it a little tap. Those legs with that capacitor in the middle, they're a little hard to touch up, but we do it anyways. There you go. As you can see, they move, so we gotta go back to them. use a finer tip, if we didn't check this, that wouldn't become a problem. That would have become a problem later on. And we don't want that. We want the customer to have a product like if it came from factory. Now we got to solder the back legs. We don't put too much hot air because it can cause problem with the legs on the front. Always double, triple test as many times as you can. Cleaning. Make sure you clean it. Isopropyl alcohol, preferable 99% alcohol. Because remember, if it's 70%, you have a 30% chance of damaging something because you got a 30% of water over there. Here we assemble it. I like to play a little bit with the liquid metal on it. Make sure that you get it as center as you can, and then we assemble the PlayStation. I put a dab of solder paste on the joints, not too much, just to help it with the heat dissipation. The screws back. And then the 2 million screws metal plate that my assistant loved to do. But we're not gonna put all the screws right now because we gotta make sure we test first. We test it first so we don't have to go crazy with it. Would it come up? There you go. We have image. Boom. Then we fully assemble the PlayStation. Remember, all the screws have a position. They know where they go, but you gotta know as well. And some people gonna try to leave some screws out. On this case, you shouldn't, because the screws, the pressure that this plate has, it has something to do with the cooling on the system. That's fully sealed to keep the cooling on that area. And if you don't do it, you're gonna cause thermal problems on the device. Remember, you can always send your device to us. You can contact us, Google us as Fixfy online, and you're gonna find all our information. We're online. We're in the United States. You see how easy it is to put the screws back on when you know where they go? It's way easier. Boom. There you go. We have a finished product. Don't forget to subscribe and like our videos. Thank you.